How's everyone doing today? How is your habits going? How is your day going? Have you been putting yourself into uncomfortable, awkward situations, hard situations? Have you been staying consistently disciplined in your routine? And have we been working as hard as each other? Today I want to talk about how to dress as a man and how to dress effectively for different situations. I think this can be important if you lack confidence, or you lack that sort of charisma, or you lack that sparkling appearance. I think it's also important to dress simplistic, but to dress showy, like I have said, and dark. What I mean by dark is a dark top and then some light trousers can be very um, effective, and maybe wearing dark in the gym is also very effective for being for looking more masculine, and then for obviously for to be able to sweat more. If you are hearing my nose and it's frustrating, I apologize. I don't know why. I think it's like it's. I think I'm quite. What's the word? I'm quite sensitive to particles. I need to get a nice filter. So that's definitely next on the agenda. I was just about to say that I'm glad that it stopped raining, but it's literally just started to chuck it down. So hopefully it's not too distracting for you guys. I've also got a new haircut. What do you think? I mean, I think it's much more productive because I always play with my hair, and I think I'm not grateful enough for my hair either. I always have long hair, so I think this sort of haircut I'll be much more appreciative for my hair, and I don't have to worry about how it looks. And I think that's something that you guys can do as well. I know a few of like people like Tate and Hamza. They do it often. They shave their hair off, do like buzz cuts, and then yeah, with I think yeah Tate always goes bold because he doesn't. He always um, says that he doesn't, or he does it to appreciate his hair more. Let's get on to the video. So yeah, dressing dark is very um, is much more masculine. When you're in the gym, it'll make you sweat more if you're wearing more dark. It'll make you more masculine. Um, it looks much more aesthetically better when you wear darker clothes. But like the picture in the middle, you can also wear um, different colors, and it looks okay. It's just when it's trying to avoid loose clothing, and like I've said on the left, um, try to avoid branding on tops and trousers, because it's very deceiving, or it's very I don't know. I just don't think it's very nice, or very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very um, pleasing for people to see and respect you, and how they first see you, because the first thing people see when they look at you is the way you're dressed, and the way how your cleanliness, and um, the way you look. So the way you're dressed is so important for people's perspective of you and how they think you are. If you dress in a way which is covered in branding and it's not very doesn't look great, then how do you think they'll think about you compared to how they think when you wear some nice clothing, like how I dressed in the top picture. I usually wear this sort of outfit a lot. I usually switch the t-shirt up quite a lot. I have that top, and then I have like a brown one, and then like a few different colours. And I think that's it's a very effective outfit. With a gilet, I like wearing gilets. I don't know about you guys. You can just try outfits. I think it's cool with clothing because um, when you do something hard or you wanna um, reward yourself, you can buy a nice bit of clothing to upgrade yourself, and that's what I do, especially with gym wear. But yeah, let's move on to the next slide. Yeah, I like those shoes as well. You see those shoes? They're like simple but then showy at the same time. And that's what I try and um, that's the way I try and look. Um, let's look at these a few examples here. Obviously, the guy on the left, I think it's just simple. It's not too showy. Sticking to one or two colours and then just dressing like that, it just looks very masculine, and it looks very important. It makes you look well put together. And then on the other pictures, I think the far right one especially, he looks kind of feminine, and that's nothing against the guy, but the way he dressed makes him look feminine. And then with the other pictures, I think it's not too bad. I mean, the trousers are really loose, and I don't know if it suits the guy. Trying to avoid loose clothing is probably better off and more effective for the way you look towards girls, especially, and towards other men. If you wear loose clothing, it's kind of like, you don't really know how to dress. I think that resonated with me in school and in college, etc., when I didn't really care or think about how I dressed. Yeah, I think the colours from one to all of them are very different in relation to occasions. I think the guy wearing the hoodie, that's a very casual fit outfit, which you can tell. So the way you dress is it makes you look very obvious. So you have to be careful of how you dress. So yeah, something to be aware of. Next slide. You should make effort every day. Whatever you're doing, you should make yourself look appealing, whether that's how clean you look or what you're wearing. Trying to match colours and that sort of thing. I think the colour of your shoes in relation to the colour of your trousers is very important. If you have the same coloured trousers as your shoes, I think most of the time it works. And then any other top, or I think that's the easiest way to understand it. You should, if you have the same colour shoes and trousers, the outfit will match. But yeah, try to wear, or as you go along your progress, try and upgrade things like maybe belt or watch or nicer shoes, that sort of thing. Yeah, always make yourself look the best. It'll make you much more confident. It'll make you much more happier. I think something I haven't talked about, which is important, is that the way you look aesthetically in terms of your muscle, how much muscle you have, is is a big factor. So I think number one is building your body, and then this comes after. I think the better you look, the easier it is to dress, and that's something that you can work towards. And it's something that you shouldn't be annoyed at. It's something that should motivate you. And as you go on, you can just keep upgrading over time with little things that you are proud of, like shoes that look cool on you and that sort of thing. I think it, as well as that, is very important to try things on, because different companies have different sizings, and sometimes it doesn't really work. So trying stuff on is much more important, because you don't want to just buy rubbish that you won't wear. So go into your city and go into shops like, especially for the way I've explained, using shops like Zara is very handy, or probably one of the best places you can shop at, trying to find non-branding, plain, nice fitting clothing. Yeah, so reiterating about how important it is to dress in terms of your confidence. People see it straight away. The way you dress, if you dress horrible and you go up to someone, it can maybe put uncertainty into the way they perceive you, or the way they think about you. If you dress nice and clean and sophisticated, I think it'll be much more easier to communicate with them and make them more receptive towards you. I'd avoid dressing too full on, like wearing suits and really posh shoes. I think, like I said before, with the way you match your trousers and your shoes, I think just trying to match it in. So you wouldn't wear like really posh shoes with some jeans or some chinos. You'd wear them with some nice black trousers or that sort of thing. Yeah, so just try and keep upgrading. Get rid of your old stuff. I think that's an important thing. Try and move on from loose clothing and move on from your way you used to dress, and try and dress much more like a man. As you see in the picture to the top right, he looks very masculine. He looks very well dressed. Obviously, that has a massive. His body plays a massive role in that, but that's very. I think for me, especially, it's very motivating. Like understanding that how muscular you are, or how well you look aesthetically, has a massive influence in how good you look in clothing, which is like tight or that sort of thing. I think in for gym wear, I think, or trying to think, yeah, for gym wear especially, having shorter sleeves so it shows your muscle is can be better as well, or can look nicer towards other people. I think things like wife beaters or um, what do you call the other ones? Um, they're called something. Uh, you know what I mean? The ones that look like wife beaters, strings. I think they're very, depending on how well they're fitted, I think they're not very effective or they don't look too good on people in the gym. I always think that anyway. I think you should just wear t-shirts, like nice, maybe either long sleeve or nice short sleeve t-shirts that are tight on you. I think that's the best way to go about it. Um, I always used to, I've always avoided that sort of clothing. I've always tried to avoid loose clothing now anyway. I used to wear loose clothing a lot and I just thought it you don't look your best in it. You look better when you're in tight clothing that um, matches into your the style, the way you dress, and that sort of thing. I think the longer you dress, like I've been explaining, you get more confident in yourself, and along with that, like I said in the top paragraph, um, the way you can tell by the way women dress in. Sorry, that's an awful wording. You can tell by the way women dress how um, more feminine or more attractive you are to them, and you can like they can with you. I think you can tell much more about their characteristics, and you can tell whether you like them more by the way they dress, and that comes with understanding um, clothing more and outfits more um, as you go along. Um, I don't want to try and um, what's the word I'm looking for? Criticize women, the way women dress. So I'll just do a short bit about that. I think it's something that you can learn as you go along through your process. You might think that it is expensive to dress in um, nice, slick um, clothing, but it's not. I think tops from Zara, which is like a short sleeve or long sleeve tops, vary from like £20 to £30. They're not massive amounts of money. And I think it looks much more better compared to branding things, which are like £200. I'd 100% rather wear a short sleeve top that's non-branded compared to an off-white, or not. I kind of like off-white. I don't think it's too showy. Well, I guess it is on the back, but um, I guess off-white's a good example. But and with off-white, you don't really get. It's always loose clothing as well. So yeah, um, you can upgrade. Like you can start out with a £20 top, and you can upgrade to a nicer, more cleaner looking top as you progress or as you reward yourself. Maybe um, I don't as much at the moment, but I used to reward myself once a week doing hard things. I think it's a thing that can be very important um, to implement on your journey is to reward yourself constantly because it makes you work harder towards your goal or towards um, the right direction which you want to go in. So maybe once a week or maybe a few times a month, just keep. Um, it makes you much more happier, and it makes you much more making it much more enjoyable to do the hard work. And it's also it's not harder to dress this way. I think it's much more easier because You don't have to worry about trying to match clothes in when you wear branding. I think with non-branding, just colourful clothes, it is easier to match and easier to make outfits for you, and um, to go and to go off that. I think it's much more easier and it's much more rewarding. So I think hopefully a lot of you guys have been swayed by what I've been talking about, and hopefully you dress much more simplistic, but much more better. And like I said here, it's another step towards your dream girl. Maybe you were dressing showy, and she saw you far away, and she thought, "Oh no, this guy's too arrogant." Maybe you wear something really nice tomorrow, like I've explained. She might be more receptive, and it might click from step one. I think that's something that can be very rewarding. So change the way you dress and try and implement all these steps which I talk about in the videos to make your self-image as good as possible. Start today by selling the clothes which you might keep just coping and wearing, and get some money from it, and then use that money to buy nicer clothing. And I think you can respect yourself more after doing this. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it annoys you or frustrates you or makes you want to change instantly. And that's what I want to do with this video, and that's what I want to do with this channel. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you subscribe, and hope you keep watching and learning from these videos. Have a good rest of your day. Peace out.